The Jim and Terry Show, we, as usual, talk a full podcast in between recordings. And if we really kept the thing recording all the time, we'd have double.
10 shows.
10 shows easily. The Jim and Terry Show.
Before I left the dining room table to come down here.
Oh, we always decompress at the breakfast table? I try to get it all out beforehand so we can speak calmly and rationally. Yeah, calmly and rationally. Oh, we were talking about the slippery slide of will America recover from what they have done. And I think Trump is taking credit for the 5% of NATO as an example, while not understanding that these people did it of themselves because they realized they cannot rely on the United States.
And nobody will tell Trump, and I don't understand this. It's that whole salvation thing, too. Not one of your God-fearing people that you all brag about being, not one of you can sit down with the President of the United States and tell him how to be saved. Not one of you who believe so greatly in God, but you believe greater, I think, in your nation than you do the God you
say. Yeah, you've said that the nation, what we used to call in kindness American exceptionalism, is really idolatry. You've put your country up before God. Did you know that the term "in God we trust" came in the 1950s and the 60s? It was in the realm of Billy Graham. It wasn't always in their coinage.
I thought it was always in there.
No.
Oh.
So as I'm looking at things in Project 2025 and the craziness that's going on with white Christian nationalism, I'm saying it seems to have been around the post-war era that these things were taking root. And what we got now in Trump, the dictator, is Trump the king, is the logical consequence of a trend of Christian nationalism, and it happens to be white, and I don't understand why that.
But it's starting. It's the same thing as the Crusades back in the thing.
Oh boy!
You've got the leaders saying this is. I saw a show once where they said, "We'll go in and we'll kill them all. God's will."
Yeah.
Where that's not how it is. It's I'll go there if it's God's will, and all the rest of it. The corruption that has gone in and was in the Crusades was not the way of Jesus. You know that as well as me. It was not the way of Jesus. And this is not the way of Jesus.
Well, we've often compared, just to show the two extremes, that Muhammad rose to power as a warlord.
Yeah.
And not a peaceful thing at all.
Yeah.
And Jesus didn't have a stone to rest his head on.
Yeah.
Poverty and helping the poor was the way. So the two messages are in stark contrast, but that goes on to the white Christian nationalism of today, that it's not. The orange Jesus is getting rich, stinking, filthy rich.
$4 billion since he's been in power. You're not allowed to enrich yourself.
And
what about his family, too? They're all getting rich.
Where are the headlines?
Yeah. Well,
so that goes back to our previous podcast.
Well, they mention it every now and then, but they just mention it.
Yeah.
Where's someone really pounding from the pulpit there?
Yes.
Our president is a dictator. He's getting himself rich. He's ruining our country.
Alleged pedophile.
And those of you who don't think he's ruining the country, it's not going to take long before you see that he has. Because what's happened now, this trend of corruption, it's like, I even put in one of my songs, but it is biblical. They'll invent ways to sin. And I was telling you earlier that what they've discovered now is there's this challenge betting. Mm-hmm. It's forecast betting. I forget what they call it, where I say to you.
Predictive betting?
I'm going to say that the first bomb the United States is going to launch on Iran, I'm going to say it's going to be Wednesday and just before noon. And I'm going to put $30,000 there. What you don't see, the curtain's closed. You pull back that curtain, that could be anybody. Could be a jet pilot. Could be one of the crew members in on the.
What you're saying is insider information.
Way insider information. But this is where we're at now. You can bet on anything.
Okay, let's go back to the State of the Union and say that Trump did talk about abolishing the ability of congressmen and senators to hold stocks and shares in pharmacy.
Yeah.
A little too late after. I forget how many GOP representatives have been dinged with allegations of purchase. And it's not just the grand old party. It's corruption when people take bribes.
Yes. But you know what? As far as Trump's concerned, I'm not going to say allegedly either.
It's Trump Pharmacy,
you
by the way.
cannot
Trump RX.
believe him at all. He was the one when Doge came in and ruined everybody's life and killed 800,000 people in Africa.
USAID.
That he said to
yeah.
the United States, don't worry about the 800,000 we've killed. I'm going to be sending you a check for $1,000. And he never sent the check. Now he's saying with all the money he's bringing, that excuse the finger, Terry.
Yep.
Now he's saying number two finger. He's saying that I'm going to send checks out to you because of the tariffs.
Yes.
But not when, not how, because he's not going to do it.
It'll be in 2 weeks.
He's not going to do it.
In 2 weeks, I'll
so
have the
you
check.
can't trust anything the man says.
No. When he starts to brand things after himself, you know you're in trouble. Whether it's building, like the Department of Justice, that has a big banner with his image on it, draped over the department. What are you saying?
I'm laughing, but it's sad.
It is sad.
And it's dangerous.
And it's dangerous, and Americans are happy with it because there would be riots in the streets if they weren't. There would be the Civil War. What kind of American are you to hang images
Yeah.
of the president in the Department of Justice?
Well, look at he gave the congested
Congested.
the Medal
like
of
that.
Honor, the Medal
Yes,
of Honor,
Congressional
to
Medal
the
of
old
Honor.
guy, but then insisted sort of off. Well, no, right out loud.
He wants to get one.
I want one of those.
Yeah.
And so, I wonder if he made the hockey players give them his medals before they left.
Yeah, which one of the Tkachuk brothers gave him the medal?
Yeah, did one give him?
Yeah, but did he give it back or did he just give it
Well,
away?
he's been known to take the
I
and
know.
not give it back.
That's right.
Because it's his.
I don't know where we're going with all this, but corruption seems to be the key. And if you were a Christian, you are. If I was a Christian, I'd be using the biblical phrases of the stench of injustice reaches the nostrils of the divine, but nothing is happening. And
Well,
so
we talked about that at breakfast, and I don't want to knock my own faith. So please, everybody, understand I'm a devoted Christian with needs forgiveness constantly. But nevertheless,
a conservative Christian
a
too.
conservative. Well, yeah, conservative Christian. And I almost forgot my point. Oh, I was saying,
Just the stench of
they
injustice.
were bragging about they're a praying party. They're a praying party. And one of our shows before, I told you that Trump had a fit saying, why would you want to pray over lunch? We're at lunch.
Yes.
So he's way off the mark.
Off the map.
But they were bragging about praying. We're a praying government. We're a praying government. We pray together. We prayed before we came out here to listen to this address.
State of the Union.
State of the Union address. And I confessed to you, I said to myself, well, what are you praying for? Are you praying that the people are going to believe the lies that you know? Don't forget them all. They're all sitting there. They know that tariffs are not coming from other countries. They know that.
But did they rise? Did they boo?
But they
Did
rise up and clap that
Yep.
all the nations in the world
They laugh,
are going to bow
rise.
down to the United States and pay them homage. They lied when they say Trump's not lying. Trump stands there and lies. So did you pray that the people would believe the lies? Or did you pray that he wouldn't lie? What did you pray for?
Is it coming
And you know
t-
what? It's none of my business. That's between them and God. But it made me wonder, how can you then sit there?
It can't be between you and God because I can't tell you the number of times I've been told I'm going to hell in no uncertain terms by people who seem to know God's will. So why can't you say the same thing?
I said I didn't want to rip the whole faith apart.
I know.
I was just confessing that I was wondering because it's a dilemma to me.
It
And
is.
like Pan Bondi.
Yes.
Wears her cross, and I'm.
You mean
I guess
Caroline
I am-
Levitt.
I'm judging the situation, but then they blatantly lie and cover up.
So isn't that judging them then?
I guess it is.
Well,
You know.
Well, there you go. Yeah, I think by your fruit you will know them. So if the fruit of their lips is a lie, then you judge them.
Oh, her beautiful lips. Oh, they're just so beautiful.
Oh, isn't that what Trump said?
That's what Trump said about.
But then he's called the other one Miss Piggy or whatever he's said
Oh,
on the air,
jeez.
on the
Yeah.
jet. So we got this ironic state of affairs where people who follow Trump believe that he does nothing wrong and that everything that he's accused of is false, that the trial in New York that found him convicted of 34 by a court of his peers was all a Democratic sham and a fake investigation.
The Epstein files was just a con.
Just
What he
a
said?
con, a
What-
Democratic con, a hoax.
A hoax. Just a hoax.
Just like Russia, are you listening?
Yeah.
Oh, that was some hoax. Oh, the sweet smell of fire burning justice.
I don't want to send anybody to hell, and it's not my job. And I'm not saying they're not Christian. I'm saying they're really compromising.
You're saying it's
their
complicated.
belief.
The
It's
Jim and Terry
complicated.
Show. Bye-bye for now.